Assalamualaikum and very good day. So my name is Nur Zakir binti Wan Azahari. My matric number is 273809. And my group mates are Nur Nabila Hani binti Sabaran 269469. Lishalini Devi anak perempuan Vadivelu 271445. Hemalah anak perempuan Nagarajan 271674. And Rida Ardini binti Abdul Rahman 280501. And this is our group project for employee performance management.
I'm Nabila Hani, matrix number 269469, and I will start with the introduction. Employee performance refers to an individual's work accomplishments after putting in the required effort on the job and is linked to meaningful work and engaged profile and sympathetic employers. The performance-driven aim should be linked to organizational rules so that the entire process becomes strategic and people-centric rather than event-driven. Leaders can get a sense of how the firm is going by keeping track of staff performance. This data not only highlights what firms can do right now to improve their performance, but it also highlights what they can do in the future. It not only benefits the company, but it also aids future expansion plans. Managers can utilize performance management system to change workflow, propose new actions, and make other decisions that will assist staff meet their goals. As a result, the organization is able to achieve its objectives and function at its best. A quick rundown of the company's history. Evertz Sendirian Berhad is a company that focuses on its products. The balloon is their major products. Evertz Aikura Melaka is the headquarters of the balloon company. One of their top concerns is balloon safety, and they consider themselves industry pioneers, having obtained TUV Product Safety GmbH certification in 1998. Their latex balloons are made with a specially developed latex mixture, ensuring that they meet the European Union's most recent and strict standards. Evertz's company vision is to give clients with the greatest balloon product at a fair price. Their mission is to maintain a continuously high level of service while interacting with customers, workers, and suppliers in an ethical manner. A little bit about company performance management, which is the process of ensuring that employees are focusing their work efforts in ways that help the firm achieve its objectives. Evertz Sendirian Berhad has set goals for each of its employees. Employees, for example, in terms of quantity and quality of the production, employees' initiatives are aware of the quality of and the quantity of effort that is required to help Evertz company accomplish its goals, and it is necessary for them. Their employees are kept up to date on how well they are doing in compared to expectations. So this is an organizational chart of Evertz Sendirian Berhad, which starts with the CEO as the top leader and followed by managing director, and below it is general manager. The job level below the general manager is finance manager, commercial director, regional sales manager, and process engineer. Under the commercial director is followed by chemist, and next quality control.
So this is the part of introduction where I will be explaining about the ways of employees' performance impacted the organization. So one of the ways that employees' performance impacted the organization is they help in achieving organizational goals. So employees' performance will give positive impacts towards the organizations if the employees produce good performance from time to time. And employees' performance will improve if there are consistent job evaluation to see their progress from time to time, as company will use their job evaluation to monitor employees' performance and for measuring their growth. Thus, it is important for employee to have guidance from the employer so that they can improve their performance for their future growth and company growth.
So the next one is challenges in managing employee performance. The first one is reskill workforce needed. So individuals in this industry must learn to adapt to quickly changing circumstances, and businesses must learn how to match those workers to new roles and activities. Everts Sdn Bhd, they take the initiative to retrain back the employee skills after being inactive working about a month just to sharpen the worker skills, and machines are juggling a multitude of training problems as the COVID-19 outbreaks continue to disrupt operations across the industries. So, cross-training has been required to offset personal absence or increase production needs. So for instance, the workers of Everts company need to make sure all aspects in terms of construction, equipment startup of the machine has all been ongoing to service since they are all has not been used for almost 3 months.
Greetings, Doctor. My name is Shalini Devi and my metric number is 271445. Now I will continue with the other challenges. One of the challenges is customer will find other vendor. Customer satisfaction is very important for a success of a company. When companies fail to fulfill the requirements of customers and the customer satisfaction, customer will find other company to replace the product. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, most of the customer would like to buy online. They prefer online purchase because which is easy, safe, and also where they will get more promotion and discount when they purchase online. So this means the company's production will be getting low, and this will affect the employees because company will lay off the most of the employees to reduce their costs. The next challenge is employee target getting lower. Due to SOP, most of the companies has reduced the percentage of employee worked in every department. Since the production and output had been reduced, most of the company had laid off the employees. Other than that, logistic department employees has been affected because the company have been laid off the logistic department employee because of COVID-19 pandemic.
Greetings to everyone. The next challenge is the added cost of safety regulation. The COVID-19 outbreak is emotionally draining and altering many people's daily lives in unimaginable ways. All members of society, including employees and employees, should play a part in protecting themselves and each other and preventing the illness from spreading further. The World Health Organization is offering guidance and updated information on COVID-19 as well as how company may safeguard their employees, what precautions they should take in the workplace, and other connected issues. In this difficult period, the safety of employee is dominant, depending on the sort of work they perform, where they do it, and their own health state. Employees may encounter a variety of health hazards. The added cost of safety regulation is one of the challenges faced by Everts Sdn Bhd in their employee performance management. Everts Sdn Bhd are advised to check their employees' health for those who still need to physically report to work. For example, before two personnel coming to work, they might be tested for symptoms such as fever. In addition, Everts company also spend money for other precautions to consider include maintaining a safe distance, improving cleanliness, and protecting protective clothes. Moreover, Everts company have been closed for 3 months and also lost revenue due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Now they prepare to restart their company with some significant additional costs. For example, sanitizing regimens, masks, thermometers, and occasionally even equipment. The next challenge is difficulties in bringing back employee to work. Returning to work is a difficult task for many people in Everts company. Some professionals are juggling childcare and household obligation in addition to work now that summer programs and daycares have ended. Others who really on public transit may be unable to make it to work in a safe manner. Moreover, the employees may find it difficult to follow safety rules if they return to work due to the underlying health issues. Anticipate that certain workers in potential high-risk jobs will be concerned about their return to work and design methods to accommodate those concerns, such as accommodation, allowing elections to participate in later phase of return to work, and responding to leave requests. They might have some of additional reason to be concerned As we know that COVID-19 had a significant influence on employees' mental health, so as we bring even more change, we must be mindful of their requirements and strike a balance between their safety and well-being and our organization operation demands. In addition, efforts company employ mentally adapt with flexibility and given pace, build a new picture of the world at work to stay focused, but all of it has been important to succeed in the new environment around them so that employees will be pushed in that weeks and months ahead to build workplace that suit employee drivers' requirements when they return to work.
Evertz company also changed the work shift pattern to manage the employees' performance. Shift work is defined as regular or frequent work with irregular working hours, which equates to work done outside of the normal working hours of 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. The shift itself is alternated with employees in one time taking turns doing the identical work with colleagues in the next period. Individuals or employees who are always active throughout the day or every day are referred to as diurnal by personnel who work at regular hours. Employees who work at night are referred to as nocturnal, which refers to those who work or active at night and sleep during the day. By alternating between one work group and another, employees will be able to utilize all of the time available to complete the task. Evertz Sdn Bhd uses a shift system that adapts to the situation or obstacles they face. There are 3 working shifts on occasion as well as 2 working shifts. The company operates 3 shifts at 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., 3 p.m. to 11 p.m., and 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. When the number of employees is insufficient, the company will operate 2 shifts from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Evertz Sdn Bhd makes every effort to be flexible in order to avoid putting employees under unnecessary stress. This is so they can do a fantastic job and give the customers their all. Aside from that, following the COVID-19 pandemic, the company that makes these balloons will have to adjust its operating hours and days. For example, the company allows employees to work 4 days a week and leave 3 days a week.
So in terms of managing employees' performance, Evertz company, they use evaluation through manual system. As we can see on the screen that I shared is performance evaluation forms, and they have level, which level, first level is exceptional, is the performance is certainly exceptional and greatly exceeds recognized benchmarks, and the second one is exceeds expectations, and this level of performance frequently exceeds a set expectation and standards in terms of work quality, quantity and timelines. Same goes with the meet expectation. At this point, performance satisfied defined expectation and criteria in terms of work quality and timelines. And last is below expectation. That is means that the employee's performance is below what is expected from the employees themselves at this level.
Next, based on the interview, assigning employee with the right job is one of the best way managing employees. Evertz Sdn Bhd assign job according to the employee's capability. For example, Evertz Sdn Bhd applied 3D job for the foreign workers. 3D job is dirty, dangerous and difficult. This job is usually will be given to foreign workers and not local peoples. This is because local peoples require high salary for this job scope, which the company cannot afford. So this job is usually given to the foreign workers such as Myanmar or Indonesia. Then they are also given correct training and development program for the peoples in every department of Evertz Sdn Bhd to improve their capabilities to work in every job scope.
Evertz company also changed the work shift pattern to manage the employees' performance. Shift work is defined as regular or frequent work with irregular working hours, which equates to work done outside of the normal working hours of 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. The shift itself is alternated with employees in one time taking turns doing the identical work with colleagues in the next period. Individuals or employees who are always active throughout the day or every day are referred to as diurnal by personnel who work at regular hours. Employees who work at night are referred to as nocturnal, which refers to those who work or active at night and sleep during the day. By alternating between one work group and another, employees will be able to utilize all of the time available to complete the task. Everts and Duran Berhad uses a shift system that adapts to the situation or obstacles they face. There are 3 working shifts on occasion as well as 2 working shifts. The company operates 3 shifts at 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., 3 p.m. to 11 p.m., and 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. When the number of employees is insufficient, the company will operate 2 shifts from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Everts and Duran Berhad makes every effort to be flexible in order to avoid putting employees under unnecessary stress. This is so they can do a fantastic job and give the customers their all. Aside from that, following the COVID-19 pandemic, the company that makes these balloons will have to adjust its operating hours and days. For example, the company allows employees to work 4 days a week and leave 3 days a week.
Okay, my next point is for 3.4 is monitoring employee performance thoroughly. So according to the Everts and Duran Berhad, Mr. Azmi Ibrahim stated that their company monitor the employee performance as a whole and every department in the company will be evaluated thoroughly. So Everts company has taken an initiative to set up a target for employees in order for them to achieve their goals. But however, Everts company must select the target wisely as they need to be aware that not all employees have the skills or expertise to achieve the target that they make. So they need to choose the target wisely so every employee can achieve the target that they want, the company has set up. And although they change their employees to different departments, they also must monitor them and guide them so that their performance are maintained and consistent. Thus, Everts and Duran Berhad are monitoring their employee performance thoroughly. So it's one of the ways that they're managing their employee performance in an organization.
The next is set a system structure. Bringing on too many staff without well-established may lead to confusion and inefficiency at all levels of a company. A formal structure will become increasingly vital when the firm grows to medium size or bigger size. Project completion is added by well-designed organization structure. If the extent of each department's duty and each team member's competency is clear, project manager will be able to better identify the human resources available to them. For example, a project to produce a new product will include market research. The project manager has to know who in the organization may do this study and who must give authorization for it to be conducted. It is important to have an open line of communication in order to establish a hybrid work environment where workers feel comfortable. A company cannot always be answering employees' questions through emails. They should be doing something else. If required, create a communication system among workers to seek advice from more senior employees before approaching upper management and provide the appropriate collaboration tools to let them to do. When doing so, they need to make sure that both new employees and senior members that the company have appropriate support and training to feel comfortable in their responsibilities.
In terms of managing employee performance, Encik Azmi stated that the company do not have any plan to make any new changes because the current styles that they are using is still relevant. Nevertheless, there are few ways that we are suggesting for them in case they want to adjust or changing in the future. So the first one is gathering information from multiple sources. By obtaining performance data from a range of sources, it improves impartiality and guarantees that all elements influencing performance are considered. Organizations can also frequently use a 360 feedback method to collect feedback from other employees. So the feedback is given based on abilities or competencies that have been recognized, and the results are compared to the employee's self-assessment. So this type of feedback raises self-awareness and can be utilized to help with performance evaluations in some instances.
So for the new way of managing employees' performance, the suggested method is management by objective. It is a tactical method to improve an organization's performance. The managers and staff identify, plan, coordinate, and communicate their objectives. Following the formulation of clear objectives, manager and employees meet on a regular basis to discuss and comment on the feasibility of achieving these targets. Workers are evaluated at the end of the evaluation period based on their performance. Success is rewarded with a promotion and a raise in pay, but employees who do not succeed as good performers will be transferred or assigned to a different training program. To ensure success, the MBO should be integrated into company's overall goal setting and evaluation process. The organization will gain a competitive advantage by incorporating MBO in the performance management process. Establish organizational goals first. Setting goals is important not only for a company's performance, but also for a variety of other reasons. A manager must be involved in the goal setting process because they are based on interpretations and assessments of what the organization can and should do in a certain time frame. The supervisor's objectives are only transient in nature. Second, once employees have been educated on the broad aims, plans, and methods to be followed, supervisors can begin working with their subordinates to define their particular objectives. This will be one-on-one meeting in which subordinate officers will inform managers about their objectives and which goals they can achieve in a given amount of time and with the resources available. The third step is to keep track of their development and evaluate their performance on a regular basis. While objective management is necessary to improve manager effectiveness, it is equally vital to track each employee's performance and growth. The fourth step is performance evaluation, which is carried out inside the MBO framework with the help of suitable management. Fifth, give constructive feedback. Continuous feedback or constructive criticism is the most important step in an objective-based management method. Constructive feedback is a supportive communication method that is used to address a specific problem or issue and is accompanied with good intentions. Employees can track and correct their actions if they focus on outcomes and objectives. Regular formal evaluation sessions in which supervisors and subordinates can discuss progress towards goals and receive more feedback are necessary. There are several advantages to incorporating management by objective (MBO) in a company's performance management. MBO, for example, helps workers place a higher value on their roles and responsibilities. The key result areas, KRAs, were created with their interests and educational qualifications in mind. Not only that, but this approach will result in improved cooperation and communication. Following that, employees will have a clear understanding of what employers expect of them. Workers will be given goals and a list of special tasks that are appropriate for their abilities. As a result, they will have the mindset that their presence is critical to the company's journey running smoothly and effectively, which will ensure their loyalty.
Next, one of the best way is in managing employee is encourage employee engagement. Evert Sandyan Berhad must have a good communicate between the employees and employer to get a clear idea on what is expected by the both. Then, Evert Sandyan Berhad have to be a good mentoring to the employees. The company need to manage and mentor the employee on regular basis. For example, employers of Evert Sandyan Berhad had to be cautious about the employees in their working hours and the other activities of the employees. Then, Evert Sandyan Berhad also need to introduce new benefit for employees. The employees should get benefits such as care, flexibility and mental health, which that will be a life-changing for the employees. For example, the employer can give bonus on a peak season such as Christmas to the staff. Evert Sandyan Berhad also give bonus about 400 ringgit as a attendance allowance. This can encourage the employees to work more harder to achieve the company's goals and objectives. Havertz Indian Berhad also prioritizing the benefit that the workers find most important, such as child and senior care benefit and many more. That's all from me. Thank you.
So next point for new ways in managing employee performance by Everett Sanjayan Berhad is 4.5 that I came up with is create performance appraisal software. So new approach that Everett Sanjayan Berhad need to implement in order to manage their employees' performance is by creating performance appraisal software. So this software is actually easy and simple to use by every employee. And this software will help to measure the employees' performance, especially during COVID-19 outbreak that has stopped them from going to their workplace. So in this case, if the employees want to monitor their employees' performance from home, they can do that with using this software. Although their employees are not around and the employers are not around, they can still track their employees' performance through this software. But managers or employers should expose this software to their employees so that their employees are aware about the software being implemented in their organization. And so every employee must be able to use the software so managers can track them easily. That's all from me.
The last new way is introduce employee feedback programs. It's very important to obtain information input from all the members of the organization. Getting fresh perspective may help Everett's company expand and increase employee engagement and bring new ideas to the table that may not have been considered before. Create an employee feedback program that includes surveys, quizzes, and individual interviews, all of which may be done using technology via an app. All of this possible using Connect Team. Employees are the main part of every company. They have the power to build or run the working environment. As a result, the easiest strategy to increase the employee growth and improve them on time is Everett's company have to practice constant employee feedback. This type of practice will increase the team's and the organization performance. Every employee wishes of their staff to be happy. However, because of the fast changing dynamics, maintaining consistency in the feedback process becomes problematic. It is the management team's responsibility to perform regular employee health checks and understand how their employees feel about their company. So the HR manager of Everett's company must figure out how their staff are feeling. With the right survey questions and the right employee feedback tools, Everett's company can create a successful employee feedback program.
Managing employees' performance are more than just a procedure of evaluating a person's performance and assigning rewards or penalties as a result. So rather, it aims to align and improve an individual's performance in order to achieve the largest corporate purpose. So that is from us. Thank you.